Newsletter Autumn 2024, your local sight loss charity. Spotlight on Sylvia, meet volunteer Jerry. Member activities, disabled persons rail card, pavements, fundraising activities, short story writing competition award ceremony, Dress for Less, plus much more. Charity number 1149415, company number 06240404. Front cover shows a photograph of our member Sylvia.
Hello and welcome to our autumn newsletter. I'm sure you will find many articles and tips to help and entertain you. I always find there is so much useful information within these pages. For example, the app for station train times and how to apply for a disabled rail card. The Streets Ahead report by the Guide Dogs Association is very timely, as there has been such an increase in street furniture and parking on pavements. Our weekly and monthly activities are all active again, and I would like to thank all the volunteers who make them viable. We're always keen to find more volunteers, and Dress for Less has an open day in November. So if you're interested, please come along and you will be made very welcome. Our short story writing competition awards evening in December is always so entertaining. Our mystery judges are looking forward to reading all of the entries, and our celebrity readers await the winning stories. Closing date for entries is Friday the 1st of November 2024. There is always help available, and this is why our newsletter is so valuable. Just in this issue, it gives advice on grants to help with gas and electricity debt, wireless for the blind, individual technology solutions, and also applying for pension credit. And please don't forget to order your 2025 diaries so that you can keep track of all our events. My grateful thanks, as always, to our marvellous staff and their informative updates, our volunteers who so generously give their time to raise funds and to make events so successful, and also to the trustees, whose support and time is so freely given.
This is Lisa reading the CEO update. Welcome to our newsletter, which has grown again to 48 pages. When I took over, it was 32 pages. It always pleases me that there is so much to include. I sincerely hope it is a worthwhile publication. Please save the date for our volunteers update on the 19th of November here at Millbrook House, when we will be showing our new volunteer leaflet designed to attract new volunteers to our charity, and we will also be there to thank our current volunteers. Also, on Friday the 29th of November, we have our lunch at the Isle of Wight College, and on the 11th of December, our mulled wine and mince pies here at Millbrook House. We have our next White Sense feedback and catch-up meeting at 11:30 on the 27th of November, and for Sight for Wight on the 4th of December at 11 a.m. We would be delighted to see as many people as possible at these events. Included in this newsletter are a few articles on new tech. Hearing glasses in Karen's update, seeing glasses in the Ray-Ban Smart Glasses update, free Alexa and DAB devices in the Wireless for the Blind article, and free iPhone and Samsung phones and tablets included in the Individual Tech Solutions article, and finally, kitchen gadgets included in Karen's update. There are also tips on how to reduce the cost of rail travel, together with articles on both glaucoma and macular degeneration. As always, any feedback on our newsletter is very welcome. Thank you, Lisa.
Member activities. Weekly. By appointment. We have Sam on hand to give one-to-one help with accessibility features on your computer, laptop, tablet or phone. It is essential you pre-book, so please call ahead. Please note, we will help as much as we can. But if you are looking for lessons on how to use a computer, then please contact us for Age UK course dates.
Monday, swimming at Medina Leisure Centre, Newport, term time only, between 1:15 p.m. and 2 p.m. The cost is £6 and £2.50 local transport Newport area, but £3.50 for wider transport, e.g. Ryde area.
Tuesday, yoga at Millbrook House between 1:45 p.m. and 2:45 p.m. Come along and try gentle yoga. Just £4, which includes refreshments.
Wednesday, coffee and chat at Millbrook House between 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. All are welcome to join us for coffee and cake. The cost is £2 and the group is open to everyone. We have regular visitors to this group, for example, the ECLO, the Macular Society, and many others.
Thursday, mix and mingle at Millbrook House between 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. Planned activities including crafts, quizzes and entertainment. The cost is £4 plus £3.50 for transport if required. Pre-booking is essential.
Fortnightly tennis is held at Ryde Mead Tennis Club on a Monday between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. Volunteers of the club are on hand to assist. This is weather dependent.
Monthly groups. First Tuesday of the month, Godzill Coffee Morning, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m, held at the Old Smithy Coffee Shop, Godzill. Volunteers Yvonne and Linda will be on hand to chat every month.
First Thursday of the month, audio book group held at Lord Louis Library, Newport, between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. This group is free to attend. You will receive a digital copy, USB stick or CD, and the group will discuss the book at the following meeting.
Monthly on a Friday, walk and talk group as an alternative to Striders. Involves a walk of around 2 miles. For more details, please call Susan. As with all walks, we offer one-to-one help. The cost is £4 plus £3.50 for transport.
Last Friday of the month, Striders is for members who enjoy walking. The walk is normally between 4 and 6 miles, depending on the route and location. The cost is £4 plus £3.50 for transport. Please contact Susan.
Last Sunday of the month, golf at Westridge Golf Centre, Ryde. Members enjoy 45 minutes with a professional instructor available to help the complete novice. To those playing regularly, it is usually the last Sunday of the month, but always call the office to confirm. The sessions are run by Mark. Our members really enjoy them. Mark said, everyone enjoys this outside activity and find the golf club and professional help to be really engaging. It's a very light-hearted atmosphere with friendly chat and banter. Clubs are provided and no special clothing is required.
Art with Maddie. These lessons are held at the Parkland Centre, Park Road, Cowes, between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. on the second Wednesday of the month. The cost is £10, which also includes all materials. Maddie, the tutor, is also VI and a fantastic teacher.
Tandem bikes have arrived. We are very fortunate to now have 3 electric assisted tandem bikes for our members to enjoy. We have recruited some pilots and will be in touch with anyone who has put their name forward to arrange a suitable time for a trip on the open roads or a gentle ride along the cycle tracks.
Ion social dates are Tuesday the 22nd of October, where we will be entertained by Steve Love singing songs about the Isle of Wight. Please come along, this is open to everyone, so bring along friends and family for an enjoyable afternoon. Just £3, which includes refreshments. November's Ion Social is lunch at the Isle of Wight College on the 29th. Details of menu etc. to be confirmed.
Christmas raffle. I know it seems very wrong using the Christmas word, but enclosed with your newsletter are your raffle tickets, should you wish to purchase them. They are priced at £1 each, and you can buy them by calling the office to make a card payment, sending us a cheque, or by using our bank details, which are included in the covering letter. When we are collecting our raffle prizes from local island companies, it is so inspiring how well known we are and that people are so willing to donate prizes to us.
Raffle Square for Luxury Harrods Bear. This year we have been donated a beautiful Harrods 2024 Christmas bear. He sits at 50 centimetres and has luxury soft fur. We are raffling him off on a square raffle at only £2 per square. The draw will take place on the 11th of December during our open Christmas morning. Please call 522205 or pop into Millbrook House if you'd like to purchase a square.
Volunteer update. As always, I would like to welcome all our new wonderful volunteers to this newsletter, especially our new tandem pilots who have given their time for training and now waiting to take our members out for a ride. We are very fortunate to have so many volunteers who enable us to support our members through activities, services and events, as well as work within our fabulous dress agency shop. Although August is always a shutdown for groups, our volunteers are kept busy with talking news, audio library, Dress for Less and fundraising team. Thank you for your continuous support in all aspects of the charity. One highlight of the summer was once again taking part in the Newport Carnival, winning third place in community walking groups. This was an enjoyable evening, so thank you to everyone who volunteered to make sure we could participate. A date for your diary is the 19th of November for our volunteer catch-up at Millbrook House between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. This is an opportunity for volunteers to meet one another and enjoy coffee and cake. As always, if anyone would like to volunteer or know someone who has time on their hands, we are always looking for new recruits, especially in our education programme, Talking News team, Dress for Less shop, striders, swimming assistants, drivers and minibus drivers and escorts. Please let me know if you have a friend, neighbour or relation who is looking at volunteering. We will always welcome them and have plenty of opportunities to fit around people's time and commitment. Call me today on 522205. Susan, volunteer.
Newsletter article Wireless for the Blind, read by Paula. Wireless for the Blind give radios and other audio devices for free and for life to people living with severe sight loss. Their easy-to-use apps and skills unlock a world of audio content, both on standalone devices and internet-enabled ones too. Audio content can be a vital way to keep people in touch and connected with their communities, passions, and the wider world. To be eligible, you need to be living with sight loss and receiving PIP, DLA or AA, or a means-tested benefit such as pension credit. Recently, they have vastly extended what they are able to offer. The range now includes the following devices available: Concerto 3, CD, DAB radio and USB, Alexa Echo, Dot, Show or Pop, Lamiga DAB FM radio, small pocket sized, Play 11 and Play 20 digital radios, Relish DAB radio with headphone socket and USB, Roxel NOD bedside digital radio and alarm clock, Roxel RDR80 DAB radio with alarm, battery or mains, Synaptic USB player. For more information, contact Karen at White Sense who can sponsor your application and help complete it.
Individual Technology Solutions. Formerly Telephones for the Blind, Individual Technology Solutions aims to give people living with sight impairment access to technology by offering telephones and tablets to those who otherwise could not financially afford the technology. The devices with airtime packages are offered free of charge to the user. The criteria: be a resident in the UK, be registered with your local authority as blind, severely sight impaired or partially sighted, sight impaired. Have savings of less than £10,000, be in receipt of a means tested benefit, e.g. income support, pension credit, housing benefit, council tax support, income related ESA, income related job seekers allowance, working family tax credit and universal credit. Successful applicants may not apply again within a 3-year period. If you meet all of the eligibility criteria, your application must then be sponsored by a recognised sponsoring officer, such as a support worker, social worker, rehabilitation worker, or other suitable professional working in the sight loss sector. White Sense can be that sponsoring officer. Finally, you must have someone who can show you how to use the device. Sam, from Sight for White, can be that person offering one-to-one tuition. What they provide: Samsung A14 with or without Synaptic, Apple iPhone SE, Blind Shell Classic 2, Samsung A8 tablet with or without Synaptic and or SIM, Apple iPad 8th generation 32GB Wi-Fi or SIM, BT Landline. The application process is online, which of course we can help with and offer the sponsorship and training needed. Please contact Karen on 522205 and she can take this forward with you.
Feedback and Chat 2025 dates. Open meetings with everybody welcome to give us feedback on the services we offer and hear the latest charity news and plans. Sight for White, Wednesdays 11 a.m. 26th of March 2025, 25th of June 2025, 24th of September 2025, 3rd December 2025. White Sense Wednesdays 11:30 a.m. 12th of March 2025, 11th of June 2025, 17th of September 2025 and 26th of November 2025.
VIP Diaries 2025. £6.50 A6 Pocket Diary 2025. 105 by 148 millimetres or 4.1 by 5.8 inches. The cover is bright yellow, ring bound with a VIP emblem and words large print Pocket Diary 2025. Our most popular item, perfect for pocket or handbag. Also a super stocking filler gift at Christmas. Each double page shows one full week and has perforated corners to help keep track of days.
£8.50 A5 MIDI Diary 2025, 148 by 210 millimetres or 5.8 by 8.3 inches. Cover is bright yellow, ring bound with VIP emblem and words large print MIDI Diary 2025 in large clear bold print. Each double page shows one full week and has perforated corners to help keep track of days.
£10.50 A4 Desk Diary 2025, 210 by 297 millimetres or 8.3 by 11.7 inches. Bright, easy read yellow cover with VIP emblem and bold large print Desk Diary 2025. Each double page shows one full week and has perforated corners to help keep track of days. Ring bound and with notes section included each week.
£8 A3 Portrait or Landscape Calendar 2025, 297 by 420mm or 11.7 by 16.5 inches. Each page shows 1 month and includes UK public holidays. The back page contains a forward planner. Please contact the office to order your diaries and calendars for next year. Our order will be placed on the 22nd of November.
Christmas cards. We are delighted to see the return of our charity Christmas cards again. This year priced at our 2023 price of £3.50 for a pack of 10 good quality cards with envelopes. We have 9 designs available, but there is a limited number of each.
Foot Care by Hayley. Hayley has kindly offered our members foot care, including toenail cutting, hard skin removal, callus and corn treatment, etc. Foot cream is then applied with a soothing foot massage. Hayley will be at Millbrook House on a Thursday. If you'd like to make a booking, then please call Susan on 522205. The cost is £25.
Crystal Clear Ears by Leanne. With the NHS no longer offering ear care services, Leanne has kindly offered her services to our members, including both earwax removal by microsuction and ear irrigation. Microsuction. This technique employs a specialised device to vacuum away unwanted earwax with precision and accuracy. It is a swift and virtually painless procedure that ensures sound can travel unobstructed to your eardrums. Irrigation. In instances where irrigation is necessary, we utilise a delicate irrigation method to eliminate any residual debris. This procedure involves a regulated stream of warm water to thoroughly clean your ears, ensuring a clear and open auditory experience. Appointments are available at Millbrook House or in your own home from £50. Please contact Susan for details.
Deafblind Support Officer. New equipment. September saw our open day, which this year was held at the Riverside Centre. There were a couple of exciting new items of equipment on display that I'd like to tell you about. The first is a new phone, the Gmark CL9004G. This phone doesn't need to be plugged into the telephone socket, as it works on a mobile network and requires a nano SIM card. It has the feel of a landline phone without the need for a landline. This phone also comes with an SOS bracelet, and the LED screen has a white background and 3 one-touch programmable buttons, as well as an emergency SOS button. It is hearing aid compatible and also has a tone control. The other exciting new piece of equipment are artificial intelligence enabled smart glasses for the hearing impaired. These glasses have instant speech to text, which appears in green in the right hand lens. You are able to read in real time what is being spoken. These pair with Android and iOS mobile phones, and for an extra cost you are able to have them with your prescription. The phone is available from Sarabec and the glasses from Vision Aid. We can order these on your behalf to allow you to try them first. Karen, Deafblind Assessor.
Newsletter article Charity Ball, read by Paula. On Saturday the 27th of July, Medina Lodge number 35 held a charity ball in Cowes to raise money for Sight for White, which is their chosen charity this year. There was a fabulous cabaret of Tony Mears and his wife Julie Wilson, who entertained with songs from the 60s and 70s. With only 40 people in attendance, they still raised £400 as Tony and Julie gave their time for free.
Charity of the Year. We are the Isle of Wight Vintage Motorcycle Club Charity of the Year, and we're invited to join them in St Thomas Square on Saturday the 21st of September, amongst their display of over 70 bikes to raise awareness of our charity. Our CEO was the first to get on the back of one of these beautiful machines and hopes to go out for a ride soon.
This is Lisa reading Grants to help people clear gas and electricity debts. Individuals and families that are prepayment meter customers can apply for grants of up to £2,000 to clear domestic gas and electricity debts. The individual and families administered by British Gas Energy Trust provides British Gas and non-British Gas customers with debt on a prepaid meter with a grant to clear outstanding arrears with their energy suppliers. The fund is available to customers that have energy debt of up to £2,000 and use a prepayment meter, live in England, Scotland and Wales, have not received a grant from the British Gas Energy Trust within the last 2 years. They are seeking a grant to clear an outstanding debt on a current open gas, electricity or dual fuel account in their own name. They have electricity and or gas debt. They must be facing fuel poverty and have received help from a money advising agency. However, customers of E.ON, E.ON Next, EDF, Scottish Power, SSE and Octopus should apply directly to their own suppliers. The fund will close when the funds have run out. Ray-Ban sunglasses, a member question. Smart glasses are growing in popularity and AI features with, for example, the hearing glasses featured in Karen's article, where the microphone on the glasses pick up speech and display it in the right lens of the glasses. Superb for those living with hearing loss. But for someone like me with both sight and hearing loss, the text is just too small to stand any chance of reading it. This said, the glasses for those with enough functional vision, they are a huge step forward. If you would like a demonstration of them, then please do contact us and we can arrange this. Moving on to the Ray-Ban smart glasses for VI people. They are a pair of glasses or sunglasses, which you can put your own prescription in, with a camera, speakers and microphones. You can voice control all of the features. In the US, but not yet in the UK unfortunately, you can also activate AI features. More on this later in the article. However, you can run a VPN on your phone to give yourself a US IP address, fooling the glasses to thinking that you are in fact in the US, and therefore you can access these features. If this paragraph is double Dutch to you, Lisa, I can explain it to you. So how useful are they? Audio. You can listen to anything on your phone through the speakers in the arms of the glasses. If you keep the volume sensible, you can still hear what is going on around you, but no one else can hear what you are listening to. Yes, if you do put them at full volume, others around you can hear you. This is something you should bear in mind if you're on a call. Therefore, you can make calls, listen to music, and hear notifications. All these are voice activated, meaning less screen intervention is needed. Live streaming. Users can share their experience in real time by live streaming to social media. However, probably more relevant is that the Be My Eyes app is also fully integrated, and I think this is where the glasses could really come into their own for VR users. Users can share their live view from the glasses with a volunteer through the app, and they can literally then be your eyes. Of course, you could just video call friends and family instead. Meta AI. Users can ask Meta AI when they're looking at to, for example, find their house, send messages, translate speech into English in real time. These are features that will currently only work in the US unless you have a VPN to disguise your UK IP. With AI, the potential is huge. You could, for example, be looking at a tube map and say, "Hey Meta, find route to Wimbledon." And the reply, "Take the Northern Line 4 stops." Of course, it knows where your current location is, so you can give you accurate instructions. Wow. Some facts. They come with sunglasses lenses, clear or prescription lenses. They start from $329 plus a prescription charge if needed. You need a smartphone with a Meta app to use the glasses, and they need Wi-Fi all of the time. You charge the glasses in their case and they should last 4 hours. The case will charge them between 8 and 9 times before the case itself needs recharging. Each glasses charge takes around 75 minutes. They have a 12 megapixel camera and 5 microphones. The Android Envision app works with the glasses too.
Festive fun. Join us at Millbrook House for mince pies and mulled wine. Wednesday the 11th of December 2024. 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. We will be drawing our annual Christmas raffle and announcing the winner of the Harrods Bear 2. Please RSVP on 52205 by Friday the 6th of December.
Short Story Writing Competition Award Ceremony 2024. I am delighted to inform you our annual Short Story Writing Competition Award Ceremony will be on Friday the 6th of December at 7 p.m. at the Riverside Centre, Newport. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. It is with great pleasure that I can announce the return of the fabulous Solent singers who were superb at last year's awards ceremony. We have a newcomer to this year's lineup as Baron Fortitude, who I saw perform at the Ventnor Fringe this year with his unique comedic talent as a Victorian rapper. A very funny guy, so even if you haven't entered the competition this year, you are more than welcome to come along just for the entertainment. It is always fun, festive and free to attend. There is still time to enter the competition as the closing date is Friday the 1st of November. A reminder that our celebrity readers this year are Chesney Hawkes, Joe Pasquale, Richard Cadell, Steve Power and Selena Ross. There will also be a raffle, so please come along and help us celebrate our annual event and enjoy some free entertainment. Chris, Centre Manager.
Education update. Since the last education update, we went to Bryston Primary before all the schools had their break for the summer holidays. Now the schools have started back again, I have been in contact to promote the education programme again. So far, St Mary's and Broadley Primary would like us to return. In the summer holidays, we have been asking judges to choose the winners of the Hat and Sunglasses Day. We asked all primary school children to design their own pair of sunglasses and/or hat, and we had over 200 entries, which was brilliant. So a big thank you to all the children and schools that entered the competition and supported us by taking part. As prizes, we are mocking up their designs and presenting them to the winners. Key Stage 1 hat winner, Myra 6. Key Stage 1 sunglasses winner, Dakota 6. Key Stage 2 hat winner, Annie 8. Key Stage 2 sunglasses winner, Joel 9.
Newport Recorded Music Society meets fortnightly on a Monday from 2 p.m. at Millbrook House. At each meeting, members and occasionally visitors present their choice of music, usually consisting of classical pieces, but by no means always. Their meeting group is small and they make any newcomers feel very welcome. They enjoy 2 hours of music with half an hour interval for refreshments and chat. The cost is £4 per meeting and £5 yearly membership. Please feel free to come along and give the meeting a try. If you require further details, please call 524 001.
Live train board. When travelling by train, if like me, Lisa, if you cannot read the information boards, you can get them on your mobile phone. This shows you all train departures from that station rather than looking for one specific train. Many people have found this very useful. You can find this at www.traintimes.org.uk/live. To go to a specific station, add the station code, for example, Waterloo is WAT, at
www.traintimes.org.uk/live/WAT. This is Lisa reading Rail Travel, a member question. You may not be aware that as a hearing aid user, you could be eligible to purchase a disabled person's rail card. This provides a third off most rail travel and an adult companion on the National Rail network at any time of the day. This does include Island Line. To qualify, just ask your audiologist for a copy of your hearing test and apply at www.disabled-persons-railcard.co.uk. You can also get your discount loaded onto an Oyster card to save a third on single, peak or off-peak travel pay-as-you-go fares in London Underground. Those living with sight impairment are also entitled to purchase a disabled person's rail card and can take full advantage of the following concessions when travelling with a companion. However, without a rail card, by taking proof of your visual impairment, your CVI or BD8, and purchasing your tickets at a station, you can attract these same discounts without a rail card. They are first class/standard class singles or return 34% off, first class/standard class anytime day singles 34% off, first class/standard class anytime day returns 50% off. Season tickets. You can also buy one adult season ticket that enables a companion to travel with you on national rail services at no extra cost. So 2 people travel for the price of 1. It doesn't have to be the same person travelling with you every time. For those who are wheelchair bound, the above discounts can also be gained if you stay in your chair for the journey.
Member question. How can I measure ingredients for my cakes? We currently have in our equipment room various tools and appliances to assist you in the kitchen. For measuring out your ingredients, we have talking scales, measuring spoons, easy read and talking jugs. For preparing food, we have easy grip peelers, bottle openers, non-slip mats, can and jar openers. We also have long length gauntlet gloves to protect you from heat when getting items in and out of the oven. There is a talking temperature probe, recordable tin lids, and pegs to assist you with arranging items in the kitchen. We also have a talking microwave that we can demonstrate. There are various other items available to order, including talking hobs and talking air fryers. If you are interested in any of our pre-loved items that we have for sale, please contact me to arrange an appointment to come and view. Also, Peter and Emma, our rehabilitation officers, can also assist with cooking skills within your own kitchen. If you feel this would benefit you, please contact the sensory team at White Sense on 01983 240 222. Karen, Member Support.
Hello, my name is Jerry Thornton and I'm a volunteer for Sight for White. I was born in Aveley in Essex, and at the time Aveley was a small village, but now it borders the huge shopping complex known as Lakeside. As a child, I always enjoyed fiddling with electronics and naturally assumed that this would be my chosen career. However, upon leaving school, I joined a large insurance company in London, and my career took me down the path of computing, computer systems design, and eventually an IT consultant. I was made redundant from my London job in 2008, and I decided to set up a community interest company teaching computing to the over 50s. This would range from sending an email, creating a spreadsheet, learning to order shopping online, etc. And it turned out to be very successful. I still teach one lady, aged 94, who had never used a computer before, and after 10 years she can now do more on a computer than many people can much younger than her, including creating animations and putting them to music. I met my wife Billy when we both worked for the same company in London. We lived in Leigh-on-Sea in Essex for 35 years and we're blessed with 2 boys. As a family, we joined a local amateur dramatics group, and over the years I have appeared in numerous shows and pantomimes, even playing a dame on several occasions. In later years, I worked at a Baptist church in Leigh-on-Sea, where I was responsible for caring for the elderly and organising coffee mornings, day trips, etc., as well as visiting people in their own homes. In 2010, I was chosen with a group from the church to go to India to help with the street children in Calcutta. This involved doing craft work in the schools and generally working alongside the children. The most humbling moment was when a young child, dirty and clearly with very little possessions, offered me to share his only biscuit. He was such a happy child, and I came back to England with a real wake-up call. We had a holiday home in Shanklin, and for 20 years we spent as much time as possible on the Isle of Wight before eventually moving permanently to Bryston last year. Both Billy and I were always keen to help in the community, and we now both help with the National Trust. I felt, though, that I would like to use my other skills, so when I saw an advert for Sight for Wight in January 2022 looking for volunteers to help read and record the talking news, I knew this was exactly how I could help. In my spare time, I can also be found church bell ringing. I learned to ring 8 years ago, and many of my evenings are now spent at various towers on the island ringing the bells and also ringing for weddings and funerals. Another love of mine is the theatre. Both of our now grown-up children are actors, so there's always an excuse to go and see another show, and I love supporting both boys up and down the country. Only last month we travelled to Pitlochry in Scotland to see our son in 3 different shows. We made the most of our time there by finding a lovely walk to a waterfall and seeing the salmon, deer and the Highland cows. However nice it is to be away on holiday, it is always lovely to come back to our beautiful island. I really enjoy my time volunteering with Sight for Wight. Everyone is so friendly and kind, and it really is such a wonderful charity. I'm grateful for the opportunity to help wherever I can, and I hope to meet many more of you very soon.
Tips for members. I bought a talking colour detector, which is a handheld device that can help me identify colours around me. I switch it on, then point it to an object I want to know the colour of, and it will speak and let me know the colour. This helps me know what colour clothes I am wearing every day. Cannot believe I did not know this existed. Ronald from Ventnor. I kept missing the toothbrush when I was trying to squeeze the toothpaste onto it. I found it much easier to squeeze the toothpaste straight into my mouth. Stephen from Freshwater. For people who like their puzzles, crosswords and games like me, you can get large print puzzle books. You can also get other games which have been changed to be more helpful, such as Braille cards and Braille Scrabble. You can also use tactile dominoes. Lucy from Lake. If you have any tips to include in our newsletter, please let us know.
Pavements. Guide Dogs report. Guide Dogs Streets Ahead campaign is focused on making streets and outdoor public places more accessible for people living with a visual impairment. The campaign encompasses 3 main areas: shared surfaces, pavement parking, and street clutter. Shared spaces. Shared surface streets, sometimes called a level surface, are where the road and pavement are built at the same level, removing the curb so that cars, buses, cyclists and pedestrians share the same surface. In some cases, controlled crossings, pelican crossings, are also removed. Shared surface streets are dangerous for people with a vision impairment, resulting in guide dogs campaigning against them, identifying these key concerns. You have to make eye contact. Pedestrians, motorists and cyclists have to make eye contact to decide who moves first. This obviously compromises the safety, independence and confidence of people living with a vision impairment. People rely on the curb. People with a vision impairment, particularly guide dog owners and long cane users, use the curb as a navigation tool to know where they are in a street or indeed the road. Pavement parking. When cars are parked on pavements, people with a vision impairment may have to risk their lives by walking into the road just to get by them. This is an issue that also impacts parents with prams, wheelchair users, older people and many others. A survey by Guide Dogs showed 90% of those had experienced trouble with a pavement parked car. A YouGov survey from January 2013 showed that over half of motorists had considered the problems pavement parking would cause to pedestrians, but had chosen to do so regardless. A standardised law across the country would make it clear that pavement parking should be the exception, not the norm for motorists, and give local authorities real power to properly tackle this problem. We want a clear law where drivers cannot park on the pavement unless in a specifically designated area in line with Greater London. Street clutter. Guide Dog survey last year showed that 97% of people with a vision impairment have problems with street clutter, such as shop advertising signs, A-boards, and street cafe furniture, which are littered across the pavement. A clearer high street where obstacles like A-boards and cafe furniture are placed consistently, leaving plenty of room for pedestrians to walk past, not only makes it a safer place for people with sight loss, but also a nicer, more inviting place for all shoppers. Let's watch to see how their campaign unfolds.
Newsletter article When to Seek Urgent Help, read by Paula. Eye conditions come in all shapes and sizes. When a patient has irritation, pain or soreness, it can be difficult to know whether the situation is a mild inconvenience or an eye emergency requiring urgent medical care. Eye emergencies are time sensitive. They require a quick and proper treatment. If left untreated, a patient may risk permanent damage and or vision loss. There are a range of scenarios and eye conditions that may require emergency eye care. These include, but are not limited to, severe cuts and scratches, chemical burns, foreign objects, severe eye pain, sudden changes in vision, new incidences of floaters or flashing lights. In all of these scenarios, a patient should seek optical urgent care and under no circumstances should delay treatment through the Isle of Wight Community Urgent Eye Care Services, or CUES, who provide urgent assessment, treatment or referrals. Do not go to your GP. Instead, contact your local optician and they will help you. If you are ever in doubt, call 111 and confirm there are sudden changes and you need to be seen by someone. Be wise, protect your eyes.
Are you interested in sailing? We are offered opportunities to go sailing with various charities and open days, mainly throughout the summer months. These days are sometimes short notice and therefore, if you are interested in joining either sailing or motorboat days out, please do let Susan know so we can have a contact list of people interested to call when these days are offered to us. Further, if you're looking for a regular group to join, then again, do let us know and we can see if we can find you one.
Golf. Are you interested? One Sunday a month, we hire lanes on the driving range at Westridge Golf Club for our members. Included is a professional golf player to teach people of all levels on a one-to-one basis. This group of golfers, accompanied by Saritha, one of our trustees, really enjoy their games and always stay for a cup of tea and a piece of cake after the game. In summer months, they also venture out onto the course, with support always on hand for every member. For all activities, please contact Susan on 522205. Spotlight on Sylvia. I was born Sylvia Warner in Greenwich, London on the 11th of April 1940. And this was during the Second World War and throughout the Blitz. I was taken down to the air raid shelter. My father was a lookout for fires, and at 36 there was an explosion that spun him along the roof. It didn't kill him, but he sadly died in hospital soon after the event. Shortly after this tragedy, at 18 months, I developed double pneumonia and pleurisy, where I was admitted to Kidbrooke Hospital, who saved my life. I left school at 15 and started my first job as an office junior with a company called Johnson & Phillips, where I was able to use my shorthand and typing skills. I then went on to become a typist for AEI, where I was to meet my future mother-in-law, who was German, and married her son Kurt Hein. I have 2 sons, Paul and Stephen. We lived in Greenwich, where Kurt worked for Freshfield Solicitors as a graphic designer and printer in the print section. As my 2 boys grew up, I took on various jobs, including a school dinner lady, working in local shops, a typist for the Metropolitan Police in Greenwich, and an admin officer for Catford Police. At 52, we moved to Hereford, where we bought a stable and converted it into our house. I would get involved as a builder's mate, and I was a dab hand at using a cement mixer and a natural for climbing up and down ladders. Once the house was built, I went on to work for Leominster Hospital as a clerk, working in various factories to pay the bills. I retired at 60 and volunteered with various charities, such as Echo for adults and Leominster Special School for children and adults. I moved to the Isle of Wight in 2013 and became a member of Sight for Wight in the same year. I'm a regular at the Thursdays Mix and Mingle social group, which is a lifesaver to do a lot of visually impaired people, as there are activities, quizzes, entertainment, sing-alongs and talks. We have so much fun, and the staff and volunteers are so friendly and welcoming. I also go out every Friday and get involved with singing and dancing at the Isle of Wight Arts. I really love living on the Isle of Wight, and apart from my own family, I feel I have 3 more families: Mix and Mingle, Isle of Wight Arts, and my local Tesco's in Lake, as the staff are just so lovely.
Prostate Cancer Support Group. 1 in 7 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. Prostate cancer kills more men than any other cancer in the UK. A man dies from prostate cancer every 40 minutes in the UK. That's over 13,000 every year. Early diagnosis is the key to successfully treating prostate cancer. On the Isle of Wight, over 300 men are diagnosed with prostate cancer every year, which is one of the highest rates in the UK. Back in 2011, a small band of travelling patients attending treatment at QA Hospital realised by supporting each other they could overcome the heartache and challenges of this illness, and by supporting others who were also on this prostate cancer journey, they could help them. From this idea, the IWPCSG was formed. Now 10 years later, they organise regular PSA tests, a monthly newsletter, man an informative support stand at various functions, have monthly support group meetings with informative, knowledgeable guest speakers, have a library of prostate cancer information on their website, and run a Facebook page for communications between members. They are here to help men and their families through the nightmare of diagnosis, the trauma of treatment, and the mental anguish of aftercare. Not by having medical expertise, but by our knowledge of living through the experience of prostate cancer themselves. Talk to the people who have been there. Contact them on their general inquiries number 07856 606 197. That's 07856 606 197. Or email secretary@iwpcsg.org. That's secretary@iwpcsg.org. They are there to support you. For advice and information about PSA testing, contact them on 07568 245 124. That's 07568 245 124, or email iwpcsg@gmail.com.
Apprentice VRS. What is macular degeneration? This is an eye condition caused by the deterioration of the central part of the retina at the back of the eye, called the macula. This is known as age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. The retina contains thousands of photoreceptor cells, mainly rods, which help us see in dim lighting. The macula contains a high concentration of cones. These are responsible for the colour we see. The macula is also responsible for focus and clarity of an image. This works best in well-lit conditions or environments. There are two types of AMD. Dry. This can take a long time to develop. At its worst, you can have a large dark patch in the centre of your vision. This doesn't affect the peripheral vision, but the person could find it very difficult to read anything or recognise people's faces. This affects the outer layers of the retina. Or wet AMD. Most people will have the dry type first before developing the wet AMD. You may need regular eye injections to try to slow down the progress of the condition. Wet AMD can develop suddenly, but it can now be treated if caught quickly, and this is why a fast referral to a hospital specialist is essential. Treatment. Both types of AMD are progressive, and there is no known cure. For dry AMD, vision aids can help reduce the effect on your life, and for wet AMD, injections and very occasionally a light treatment called photodynamic therapy can slow down its progress. Symptoms. Everyone's symptoms are individual, but these are more common. It can be harder to see details and small print. It can cause vision to be blurred or distorted. For example, straight lines will look wobbly like door frames and windows. There can be dark or grey patches in the central vision. Colour could be misinterpreted, needing brighter lights to see, or having trouble recognising faces. Diagnosis. You can see your local optician specialist, called an optometrist, who may refer you to the retinal specialist at the hospital and seen soon after. If you feel your sight has deteriorated recently, please do contact Laura, our local eye clinic liaison officer, or ECLO, who will be more than happy to offer advice and support on 01983 533 924. If you have any questions or feel you would like a home assessment where you may be entitled to low vision aids, please contact the White Sense team on 240 222.
Alexa and CPR. If the unthinkable happens and someone goes into cardiac arrest in your home, Alexa can help you provide life-saving CPR. Just say, "Alexa, activate emergency CPR." Alexa will then explain how to do chest compressions safely using a metronome to ensure you maintain a steady rhythm. The CPR instructions Alexa provides can be a lifeline, potentially helping to sustain a person's life until professional help arrives. You must say the exact wording though in order to avoid Alexa not understanding, which is, "Alexa, activate emergency CPR," and to remain calm when speaking.
Thank you to our volunteers. We'll be holding our next volunteer update on Tuesday the 19th of November here at Millbrook House from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. At this update we will be showing our new Volunteer With Us booklet and the new Volunteer Induction Handbook that goes with it. If you are a current volunteer, or if it is something you have been thinking about doing, please do come along.
Unclaimed pension credit, read by Lisa. According to the most recent figures published by the Department of Work and Pensions, an estimated £1.8 billion in pension credit went unclaimed during the financial year 2018 to 2019 alone, and it is mounting up because it is not an automatic payment. You must claim it. It is estimated around 1 million households are eligible but are not claiming. If your claim is successful, you may be able to access other savings too. Free TV licence for over 75s, the warm home discount, free dental treatment and a reduction in your council tax. Pension credit can be worth up to £3,000 per year for a single pensioner. Pension credit is a tax-free, means-tested benefit aimed at retired people on low incomes. It is made up of two parts, and while some people get both, many can qualify for just one of the two. Guaranteed credit. This is the main part of pension credit, giving you a top-up of your weekly income to a minimum guaranteed level. The minimum standard guaranteed level for 2021-22 is £177.10 if you're single and £270.30 if you're a couple. Savings credit. For those who reach state pension age before April 2016, there's an extra boost available if you've made provision for your retirement via savings, work or a private pension. This gives you up to £14.04 per week if you're single and £15.71 per week if you're a couple. To qualify, you've got to earn above a threshold amount of £153.70 if you're single and £244.12 if you are a couple. While exactly what you can claim depends on which elements you qualify for and other factors, it can be worth £3,000 per year on average. However, your claim is affected if you have more than £10,000 in savings and investment. Who is eligible to claim pension credit? To qualify for pension credit, you must live in the UK, have reached state pension age, and if you're a couple, you'll both need to have reached state pension age. You don't have to be married or in a civil partnership. You're considered a couple if you live together. For couples, one partner claims and gives income and saving details for both parties. To get a good idea of whether you're likely to be eligible for a pension credit, you can use their 10-minute benefits calculator. This calculator is not a guarantee on eligibility, but is likely to give you a good idea, and it will give you an idea of how much you could be due if you are eligible. You can access this via moneysavingexpert.com website. That is all one word, moneysavingexpert.com, or ask us here at Sight for White for help. The pension credit isn't paid out automatically. You must make a claim. You can apply via the gov.uk website or by calling the pension service on 0800 73 10 469. That is 0800 73 10 469. You can backdate it for 3 months, so the quicker you check, the quicker you'll benefit. End of article.
Open Day 2024. A huge thank you to everyone who came to our Open Day on the 24th of September, held at the Riverside Centre. It was such a delight to see so many new faces and welcome new exhibitors to the day.
Electric buses, read by Lisa. Lisa, CEO of Sight for White, contacted Southern Vexus recently regarding electric buses and has asked questions to help dispel some of the myths about them. Question: do the buses make a noise all the time when they're moving? Answer: yes, they do. Question: does the noise change with the speed? Answer: there is an audible sound until the tyre road noise kicks in at around 20 kilometres per hour. Do they make a noise when they stop to know that they are then stationary? They have air and hydraulic noise, including the stop-start engines on the new buses, especially on Route 1. Do the doors make an audible sound when they open and close? Yes, they do. They operate the same way as our current fleet, so you would hear the hiss of them opening. Are they fitted with speakers internally to make passengers aware of the stops? If so, where are the speakers placed, and is there also a screen? They will be fitted with our next stop announcement systems with speakers on the lower and upper decks. We won't know the exact locations until we decide on which manufacturer we will be using. There will also be an announcement screen. We hope this information is useful, but please remember, if you ever experience anything on a bus, please do contact us with real details of where and when so I can continue to work to improve things. Lisa, CEO, thank you.
Glaucoma UK. Glaucoma UK campaign to raise awareness so that glaucoma is detected early and can be treated. They support people to live well with the disease and fund sight-saving research. Their aim is to end preventable glaucoma sight loss. They provide a range of free services to help people living with glaucoma and everyone who cares for them. Call their helpline if you'd like to talk about glaucoma or related conditions such as dry eye or blepharitis. Their helpline is available to answer your questions. They provide advice and support at every stage of your journey with glaucoma. Call the helpline on 01233 648 170 or email helpline@glaucoma.uk. They're open 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. If you call outside these working hours, just leave a message and they will call you back as soon as possible. The Glaucoma UK website, Glaucoma UK, has lots of advice and resources if you're looking for support, including information on compliance aids for putting in eye drops. They produce a range of information resources covering all aspects of living with glaucoma. All our publications are free to order or download through our website, glaucoma.uk, thanks to the generosity of Glaucoma UK supporters. Glaucoma Surgery Buddy Scheme. If you're worried about treatment or surgery, you can speak to someone who has first-hand experience thanks to our Buddy Scheme. Contact our helpline team on 01233 648 170 or email helpline@glaucoma.uk for more information. Glaucoma support groups. Their support groups give you the opportunity to meet other people with glaucoma and share your experiences. Healthcare professionals also attend, so you'll have the opportunity to ask the questions that matter most to you. They also run digital glaucoma support groups, which are online webinars you can join from the comfort of your home. Details of all glaucoma support groups can be found on their website, or you can call their helpline team on 01233 648 170 or email helpline@glaucoma.uk. Community events. Their knowledge team give community talks about glaucoma across the UK. Visit the events calendar on their website to find an event near you, or contact their helpline on 01233 648 170 or email helpline@glaucoma.uk.
Hello, this is Debbie from Dress for Less. Have you ever considered becoming a volunteer at Dress for Less? We would like to invite you to an open afternoon. This is an opportunity to come to the shop and see how it all works. Meet our volunteers and ask any questions you may have. We will serve light refreshment, and this will be held on Wednesday the 13th of November between 1 p.m. and 3:30. That's at Dress for Less, 57 Pyle Street, Newport, PO 30 1UL. Please RSVP on 01983 523197, or you can leave me a message. Thank you.
Chris's Crackers.
I went to the airport and tripped over some luggage. I went flying.
I saw a TV for sale for the bargain price of £1, but it said stuck on full volume. I thought, I can't turn that down.
I drank a bottle of disappearing ink yesterday and had to go to A&E. I spent ages in there waiting to be seen.
I went into WH Smith's and bought a book of raffle tickets for £2.50, which is a bargain as they're usually £1 a strip.
I said to this guy, where can I find out about the next train from London to Glasgow? He said, look online. So I said, that's a bit dangerous, isn't it?
I made a belt out of watches and showed it to a friend, asking what he thought, and he said, "What a waste of time."
A man has been found guilty for overusing commas. The judge warned him to expect a long sentence.
A stranger offered me a free guitar, so I accepted it, providing there were no strings attached.
How much does a chimney cost? Nothing, it's on the house.
Our 100 Club. Do you know we have our own 100 Club? This is our own lottery, but restricted to 100 members. Each month, entrants pay £2 for a number, with 40% prize money distributed as a single prize, and the remaining 60% going directly to support our services. This quarter's winners are John, Jenny, and John. Plus, we welcome Anna, John, Viv, Jean, Eva, and Betty. If you would like to join the Sight for White 100 Club, it is just £2 a month. You can pay annually or by standing order each month.
Contact details. Sight for White. Telephone 01983 52205. Email inquiries@iwsb.org.uk. Website sightforwhite.org.uk. White Sense. Telephone 01983 240 222. Email info@whitesense.org.uk. Web whitesense.org.uk. Opening hours Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Dress for Less. Telephone 01983 523 197. Email retail@iwsb.org.uk. Address 57 Pyle Street, Newport, Isle of Wight, PO30 1UL. Newsletter available in the following formats: Alexa, USB, Braille.